What's going on, everybody? Thank you for showing interest in my Chrome series custom builds, or if you're just a subscriber watching another video, thank you for your continued support. So we're going to look at all three of these builds all in this video. I will leave a timestamp if you're only interested in a specific one, but we're going to start off with the PlayStation 3. This is a PlayStation 3 Slim 2000 series. It has Evil Nat installed and a 700 gigabyte hard drive. There are some games installed on there already. We'll look at that in a second. This has a XCM Cyberchrome shell. This was brand new out of the box, and then I drilled some holes in it just to kind of mix it up a little bit. They're not perfect. This curve makes it really difficult, but it's a cool little detail. And they are not drilled all the way through. Well, they're drilled all the way through, but there is a back plate alongside it, some plexiglass, so it does not affect the factory cooling there. Sometimes you'll see people cut a hole here, put a fan there, that messes up the airflow going across the entire system. It also has the XCM blue LED fan, so that will backlight the holes over here. And then, of course, it will come with your HDMI and power cable. And then for the controller, we have this this is actually an eBay refurbished by Dream Gear, the Lava Flow controller. This is wireless, USB dongle there. There we go. Blue LEDs to match, and then it has some fluid in the handles. Very cool controller. It also feels very nice. Some aftermarket controllers, just don't feel as good as the original. This one is a very nice controller. So this one is included. Alright. Okay, controller is hooked up. And like I said, we've got some other tools already on here. PSN patch, Apollo save tool, games. And we've got just a few PS2 games on here. Final Fantasy, get a little closer. God of War, Kingdom Hearts, Need for Speed Underground, and for PS3, so there you go. Got some stuff on there to get you started, but you can also load whatever else you want on there. So that is the PlayStation 3 Slim, like I said, Lava Flow controller, system, power cable, HDMI, 700 gigabyte hard drive. Okay, next up we have the Nintendo Wii. This started as a red Super Mario Edition Wii. It has USB loader on it. Again, it's going to have a few games already on here to get you started. There is no additional hard drive, but there is an SD card in here that has the games on it. Now, unlike the other two, this one will come with two sets of controllers, mainly because the system is geared more towards multiplayer, I'd say, than the other two. Plus, the Rock Candy controllers are pretty cheap, and this goes along with the build. So this one, chrome and blue. This one will be chrome and green. It has just like this one, the XCM chrome shell, but it is also mixed with a genuine Ghost Case Hot Rock Wii case, which was a full clear edition for the Wii that included some other stuff. But we have the back panel from it here with the shield removed so you can see the motherboard. And then we also have this section of the stand is also from the Ghost Case, but the bottom is from the XCM chrome shell. And then on the front, we've got the chrome, top chrome, side chrome, but the buttons here are also from the Ghost Case. It also has a green Talisman Wii Gate, which changes the blue LED color around the disk drive to green. Now I should point out this was a used shell, but this shell was brand new in box. The Talus Moongate was brand new in box. This shell was also brand new in box, as well as the fan. This set of controllers here was also brand new in box. This is the Chromium Wii U controller, so it's for the Wii U, but it does work on the Wii. And just like this controller, this one is actually nicer than the OEM one, in my opinion. And then over here we've got the green Rock Candy controller set, which was just a used set of controllers, but still in good condition. So we'll go ahead and fire it up. Well, I guess I should also mention the gate here on the back side is broken on that one hinge. I've honestly never used those ports before, and I wasn't going to buy a whole nother shell. Once it is snapped closed, though, it does stay in place. This door does open and close just fine. So you can access your GameCube controller setup there. So we'll go ahead and fire it up and look at the software. You can see that green light flash. Obviously it'll be on longer when you eject or enter a disk. There you go. There's that green gate. And then, oh, okay, we do have batteries. Alright, so here you go. We've got some of the more popular Wii games to get you started here. Might be too close for the sensor. We've got Super Mario Bros. Wii, Wii Sports, Super Mario Galaxy 2, Wii Sports Resort, Mario Kart Wii, and Animal Crossing. And then we actually also have Homebrew channel, USB loader, Super Nintendo, and, well, those are factory. So we've got a couple emulators to go along with it. Now, in order to load up one of these games, as I said, there's no hard drive, it's an SD card. So we'll just go ahead and click Mario Kart Wii. You'll hit start, and then this screen will pop up. It'll be looking for the game on hard drive, but as I said, it's on SD, so you need to press A before the countdown. And now it's going to look for it on the SD card. And there you go. Starts right up. So the Nintendo Wii Chrome Clear Green Edition will come with, of course, the console, the 2 sets of controllers, and all the cables you need, the AV cable, sensor bar, and power cord and adapter. Next up, we have the custom Turbo Xbox 360. This is an RGH 1.2. It's got a 500 gigabyte hard drive with a whole bunch of stuff on it. We'll look at that in a minute. Now, unlike the other two, there was no full chrome shell, at least at the time doing this build. I actually recently got offered one, but because of that, we still were able to get a full chrome faceplate. This is an Icon Chrome faceplate. I did swap out the power button for the carbon fiber one. So this is obviously a full car theme build. We do have the XCM full chrome hard drive shell. And then the top and bottom vents are painted in this anodized blue. The side panels, like I said, there was no chrome at the time, so that allowed me to create this paint scheme, which I'm calling the Starlight Headliner Paint. So it might just look like silver paint with a bunch of fish eyes, but this is both sides fully painted in glow-in-the-dark paint. And then on top of that, we used a hammered steel paint. And so what that does, at least under UV light, when you charge it up, it really only glows through all these little fish eyes and looks like a Starlight headliner. Let's look at that real quick. So it works best on the back side here. And yes, I still need to put the rubber feet on there. But you can see it charging up. And there you go. Pretty cool effect. Continuing with the car theme, we've got some fun switches here. We've got these cool analog temperature displays for the GPU and CPU, and they actually illuminate yellow, and when they actually get above 50 degrees Celsius, they will turn red. Now, the CPU would maybe get there eventually. The GPU, at least with the additional fan off, will eventually turn red, but without the fan, it's still going to stay within factory temperature. And then inside this window here, got a couple for an RC car, nitrous bottles, just to add to it. So basically you've got your activation switch here that's going to turn on your gauges, and that will allow this button to work. This will not work without this flipped up. And then you will press this in, and that will illuminate this here and activate this fan, which has blue LEDs. We've got a blue ring of light. There is no disk drive. This is an all-digital build. Like I said, there's 500 gigabytes loaded with car games on here. Or if you have your own hard drive, you can just swap it out or load your own games on there if you want. So on the front here, we've got this filled in with a frosted window where the disk drive would be, with a little message that you might be able to read now, but it'll be easier to read once it's illuminated. Now this fan here, could be wrong, pretty sure it's from AeroCool. It's just a chrome fan, and I believe it's called like the turbine or something like that. And this is kind of what gave me the idea for the turbo. This is a legit turbo velocity stack you would buy for an actual car. We cut it down quite a bit because otherwise it would stick out pretty far, and place it over the fan here to make it look like a giant turbocharger. Another cool thing with this build, it does also have a XCM clear fan shroud with the white LEDs. I was able to grab one of the last ones before they completely sold out on Etsy. So another rare item there. It does have the factory 360 fans in the back still. And the controller, well, I should mention this is on a Jasper motherboard. Now the controller. We went ahead and got a full chrome shell, but to change it up a little bit, we chromed out and got rid of the colors on the function buttons, and then actually spread out those colors around the controller. So we've got a clear blue front bezel, we've got clear red D-pad and thumbstick, we've got yellow back and start button and back bezel, and then we've still got the green ring of light with the green and chrome center button, and some clear green, sort of clear green, more lime trigger buttons on the front, and a clear left thumbstick. Loads up right into Aurora. We'll look through the games there in a second. Go ahead and turn this on. Now these aren't going to be as perfect as just pulling up your dashboard here and checking your temperatures on there. But you can check out my other videos testing out like the temperature test on here to actually see the efficientness of the fan, but this fan definitely makes a big difference. It will heat up, 60 plus degrees on the graphics, and with this turned on, it will keep it at least 10 degrees cooler, at least in this room here, which is probably about 70 degrees. Now let's go ahead and look through here. We've got Blur. Again, obviously this is geared towards cars. Burnout Paradise. We do still have some other games on here as well, some of the more popular stuff. Call of Duty, Fast and Furious, Ford Racing, Ford vs. Chevy, Forza Horizon 1, 2, and some add-on packs. We've got the original Forza Motorsport, Forza 2, Forza 4, Gears of War, Grand Theft Auto, Halo, NASCAR, football, and then here This is basically would be my dream build because this is all the games that I would be playing. We've got the entire Need for Speed lineup, all the way up to the, obviously, Xbox One. Rivals, The Run, Shift, Hot Pursuit 2, Most Wanted on Xbox and 360, Pro Street, Undercover, Underground 2, Underground, Carbon, Shift, Split Second, Test Drive Unlimited, Test Drive Unlimited 2, XCX menu, and then we're back at the start. Now, obviously, until we play something, actually, it looks like we're about to change colors here in a second. And there you go. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and turn on the fan. A few things will happen. There'll be kind of a pinkish light here from the nitrous, and then the blue LEDs in the fan itself, of course. And this fan is on 12 volts, but it is basically dead silent. And obviously without the disk drive buzzing here, this whole system is basically dead silent. And it's actually a little lighter than a factory 360 as well. See our nitrous here. And then that's also going to illuminate our slot up front here. And that still might be hard for the camera to pick it up. See if we can read what it says. Danger to manifold. It is a lot easier to read in person. For some reason the camera makes it a little fuzzy around here, but the letters are more clear. And look at that, we've already dropped this back down. Of course, just like the others, you're getting the console itself, the hard drive, controller, power brick. Cannot guarantee exactly which one it'll be. I'm pretty sure I've got some 175s. They obviously all work with the Jasper. And of course your HDMI cable. And a fun little USB plug-in over here. So that's the entire Chrome series builds. You can check out my other videos to see the actual build process of these or further reviews on them. If you're seeing this first before the listing, the links to the auctions will be in the description. If you're here early and they're not there yet, that's because I'm posting this before the auctions go live. There will also be a review by Jacob R. on these consoles posted around the same time. If you have not seen that or are a fan of his or just want to see another YouTuber's take on these, I'll also link that video down below. If you think this stuff is cool but maybe it's not really your style, we do have other stuff in the works, including probably my favorite build I've ever done in a ghost shell, internally water cooled, and we've got lots of other cool projects and ghost shells type of stuff coming in the future. So if you are interested in that, subscribe, stay tuned. Lastly, I will be doing a giveaway related to this Chrome series that will be held at some point during the auction, while the auctions are live for these. Giving away 3 items, one related to each one of these systems here. So if that interests you, again, subscribe, stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching, thanks for checking out these systems, and I'll see you in the next video.